my favorite part of This Is It was Earth Song. And I believe that, that one piece encompassed all of Michael's messages of sort of a better tomorrow for our planet. And a lot of entertainment value there, and as well as the elements that were filmed for the show, made Earth Song one of my definite favorites for this time. Let's see, the most complicated number was probably the opening, deciding what it should be. And, all of the numbers were very involved, and very intricate and had a lot of layers to them. But I think that, the thing that was sort of took the most time to come to in the beginning was what would actually open the show. Yes, we had actually a short list of artists we had planned to invite to perform with Michael during This Is It, many of which he suggested. And, hopefully those people will, be pleased to find out who they are, but some of them were contacted, some were not. But, from the very beginning, he had talked about, collaborating with some of his favorites. Oh, well, let's see, talking lately, I know Michael liked Lady Gaga. I know he liked, Prince. I know that we listened to the new Jaime Foxx records. I know we always listen to Janet Jackson. I know we always listen to Chopin and Beethoven, and I know that we always listen to lots of classical music. And I was also, introducing him to some of the hip hop stuff that that he'd already heard actually, which was great. Well, to me, Michael Jackson had always been a hero of mine since I was 5 years old, and when I started to work with him in 1993, he quickly became a mentor, someone that I looked to, and emulated and really respected for his art, so being able to work with him over the years, and develop a friendship and camaraderie with him was just, so great to me and something I'll cherish always. Well, I think that Michael was most inspired by his children, and his fans, and he desired to return to the stage so that he could show his children what it was he loved so much, and because they were old enough to appreciate it now, and and he had missed his fans over the years, and I know that he was very concerned about them, and so much so that he even did online voting and let the fans decide what songs would be in the show. And so he had a connection with his fans like no other artist I've seen, and hopefully they'll appreciate this movie because they'll get to see, his last creative process and what he was preparing for them. Yes, I think that clearly there was pressure because, anytime you have a goal that you really want to achieve, you're going to focus and do everything you can. But Michael wasn't the type to get nervous. He wasn't the type to, outwardly show any type of, sort of anxiety. I just never knew that about him. He always was very calm. In fact, oftentimes Kenny and I would get, excited, because of the time and because it was closing in on us. And he'd say, hey, calm down, we can do this, relax. You tell him to relax, you tell him to relax, remind him to relax. He was very much that way, and, the peacekeeper. And so we just followed his lead. Well, I think like most, tragic deaths that happen too soon to huge stars, the curiosity around it and, people realizing what we've lost, sometimes comes a little too late, but I believe that, fortunately, Michael was surrounded by people who loved him and always told him how much he loved him, and in turn, he would always do the same for us. So there was never any shortage of love, and, and his fans were always so supportive of him and always just sort of fed him. So I think that, his music lives forever, and hopefully people will, begin healing with this documentary and be able to really appreciate what it is we've lost and, and who he really was as a person as well as an artist.